Vin, today I watched your Blade Runner stream from 2 years ago. It was painful. That's a cool chat message to type up. And one that will definitely help me grow as a human, and maybe even lead to better streams in the future, especially considering you've given me complete context. So tell me about it. What was pain? Was it technical problems? I think the technical problems were probably pretty nasty on that particular occasion, right? Yeah, the reason I'm spicy, and starting spicy, is because I watched the Plinkett review of Star Trek Picard, and it put me in a fucking miserable mood. I was like, Star Trek is dead. For real. They killed it. They killed my son.
Look how they massacred my boy.
No, I mean, the Plinkett review was good. It wasn't as funny as previous. It's not a funnier Plinkett review than we've ever had. But it was the saddest of all the Plinkett reviews for me. Because it really just proved, like, no, without, you know, someone said don't spoil it. I understand, you want to watch it blind, you want to enjoy it. But I will say that cutting the scenes together and showing the optimism of past Star Trek and the fucking misery of this new series really was just it was a wake-up call. Like, I was gonna do a video about Star Trek Picard and talk about stuff I liked and didn't like, but I kinda just got to the point where I didn't even want to think about it anymore. It was too frustrating to even want to talk about. So I decided, like, I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. The Plinkett review sums it up way better than I ever could, and even found new things to make me upset. But I will say that it was not only a bad show, it also killed my dog that I don't have. Yeah, definitely did that. So thanks, Star Trek Picard. My whole thing about the show was, it felt nothing like Star Trek. The story was confusing, made no sense. It got really dumb. But it just kind of ended up being nothing. Like, they were trying to make a point or a statement, and it was so muddled and, like, fucking garbled, and like, I don't know what they were going for, and it just wasn't good. There's a couple good moments here and there. I mean, I could still say there were some positives, but... Anyway, the Plinkett review was really good. It was catharsis, and I enjoyed seeing it, even if it did make me upset. My favorite part was that when Mr. Plinkett, aka Mike, was talking about maybe we could tweet William Shatner, and he's just, like, blocked from William Shatner's page on Twitter. Or maybe we could tweet at CBS! Blocked. Vinny, what do you think could have been better? Like, the whole tone of the show, the story, the characters actually feeling like the characters, maybe some classic-style episodes here and there. Almost everything. Really almost everything. The acting, aside from a couple good moments from Patrick Stewart and maybe Brent Spiner, 7 of 9 was good, guy who played Hugh was good. So there's a couple good moments in terms of acting, but a lot of not good acting, a lot of bad story. Yeah, a lot of nostalgia bait. So I'm gonna say that I am blinded by my nostalgia for classic Star Trek, and I almost teared up a little bit watching Mr. Plinkett's compilation of the good moments in Star Trek, the hopeful moments. But I realized, like, Star Trek was a thing for me, and I got really into it at a painful time in my life, and it really kind of helped me get through stuff, and it still inspires me to want to be a better person. When I watch TNG, and when I watch the original series to some extent, and Star Trek Picard, I mean, he made a good point. I guess this is a spoiler, but a spoiler for a fucking review of a TV show. It's a minor one, but basically, you know, he's talking about how, like, people recreate the Enterprise, people want to be on the bridge, even, like, virtual reality, people, you know, recreate the Enterprise D, because it's a place you want to live in. Like, I want to be in the world of Star Trek, especially Next Generation. He's like, no one wants to be anywhere near the world of Star Trek Picard. It's so fucking bleak and miserable and joyless. It's like, yeah. Anyway, that's my, my addition to the Star Trek review that he did. But I will say there's a couple things that I still thought were pretty good. It wasn't all... Most of it was disappointing and upsetting. But I still enjoyed a couple things. A couple characters, a couple returns. couple scenes. Riker was good. Stuff like that.